Welcome to NXT. Tonight, a huge announcement from the COO Triple H and our tournament to determine the #1 contenders to the NXT Tag Team Titles continues.
This contest is a semi-finals match in the NXT Tag Team Championship Tournament. Introducing first at a combined weight of 475 pounds, Colin Cassady and Enzo Amore.
My name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Big Cass, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. Bada boom, realest guys in the room. How you doing?
Semi-finals with these dudes.
And the NXT Tag Team Division ain't never seen G's.
Us.
G's like us!
How you doing?
You can call me and Zoe a lot of things, but one thing that we ain't is S-A-W-F-T.
So
It's weird that one of my favorite parts of the show is happening right now as we kick off.
Gather round, everyone, and witness the debonair devastation of such exquisite sophistication. And in English, Simon got the villain!
Simon Gotch and Aiden English defeated the unlikely team of Mojo Rawley and Bull Dempsey last week to advance here to the second round.
Full on entertainment tonight.
I see you tapping your foot, Renee. You like these guys, don't you?
Of course I do. I love them. Every time they come out here, I profess my love of the vaudevillains.
Well,
If I get someone like just put on like a beard and be the lady beard thing with them,
The bearded lady?
Whatever.
There
I
you
want
go.
to be a part of it.
Now wait, you said you like Cass and Enzo too, so who's your favorite?
Oh, I'm gonna go vaudevillains right now.
Two-timer.
Well, of course, the purpose of this tournament to create a #1 contender to the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Ascension. Their reign at 323 days. The buzzsaw that is Connor and Victor will meet the winner of this tournament.
Yeah, this is the time where you train a little harder, you tune out the distractions, and you channel your mind towards the prize. And the prize, you said it, Tom, a chance to compete for the NXT Tag Team Championship.
Which is actually a terrifying situation to be in, going up against the Ascension.
I gotta disagree with you. There's
What?
there's a lot of teams. Look, you may call it terrifying. To a lot of teams, it's opportunity because you could be the first team to take out the unstoppable Ascension.
Someone's eventually gonna do it.
Big Cass starting things off in a big way here against Aiden English for the Vaudevillains. We saw it 2 weeks ago when Zoe and Cass advanced really impressive fashion as Big Cass absolutely wiped out the competition. Oh, and another big
With
boot.
a boot like that, you think you would.
And the tag to Simon Gotch into this match.
Yeah, I saw Colin Cassady and Enzo Amore earlier. You didn't see him cracking jokes as usual, smiling. I mean, it's all business
Here's
mode.
the cover to advance and a kick out from Gotch. Use the hashtag WWE NXT to get involved tonight on social media. Still to come, more second round action in our main event. We'll see Sin Cara and Kalisto go up against the team of Adam Rose's Sami Zayn. Oh! Now Enzo Amore into the match, looking to put away Simon Gotch, the cover and a kick out.
Enzo Amore seems to definitely have that chip on his shoulder coming into this match. He wants to get into that finals round for the Tag Team Championships.
And remember, this is a guy who a few months ago wasn't even sure if he'd be able to compete again, but now here he is, not only competing, one match away from possibly competing for the NXT Tag Team Titles.
Oh man, great teamwork into the corner. Enzo Amore almost went to the barricade outside the ring. Now a tag back again. Oh wait, Gotch catches the drop kick.
You can't take anything away from the Vaudevillains
Off
either.
the top rope, cross body. Simon Gotch legal. Looking to set up Enzo Amore. Amore's legal. Whoa!
Some of that manly
The
strength.
Vaudevillains. They call this. That's a wrap. Could this do it for Enzo and Cass? The Vaudevillains will advance.
I told you!
Wow. one step closer to becoming the #1 contenders are the Vaudevillains.
Hey, you may call them quirky, you may call them a little different, but I'll tell you what, you could be calling these two men tag team champions in the near future. I'm impressed.
Cass and Enzo looked good, but evidently it was just not enough for them here tonight.
Simon Gotch and Aiden English.
Whoa!
Whoa, wait a minute. That's the Legionnaires, Marcus Louis and Sylvester Lefort.
No love lost here.
These two, wait a minute, are those Clippers?
What?
Sylvester Lefort.
Enzo Amore,
Sylvester Lefort shaving the beard of Enzo Amore.
This is literally all he has left right now. That is the ultimate disrespect. They lose the ring and he loses his beard?
I don't quite understand why you shaved the man's beard, but
Disgusting.
We know the Legionnaires have been targeting Enzo and Cass for several months. These two teams have had their differences time and time again, and the Legionnaires just striking back.
well, you hit him where it hurts, and
So the Vaudevillains defeating Enzo Amore and Colin Cassady. They will be in the finals in 2 weeks, and later on tonight we will see Sin Cara and Kalisto battle Adam Rose and Sami Zayn in another semifinal matchup. But coming up next, WWE COO Triple H is here in Orlando, and as a major announcement for the NXT Universe. We'll hear from Triple H next on the WWE Network.
Follow me into the jungle. Ain't no God on my streets, in the heart of the jungle. Won't you follow me into the jungle?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the COO of WWE, Triple H.
well, it's not often you see the COO here on NXT, so you know something big is going to happen.
We learned earlier tonight that Triple H had, quote, a major announcement for the NXT Universe.
You can feel the building change as soon as he walks out here.
And Byron, if we know anything about the Authority, if we know anything about Triple H, could it be best for business?
Oh, without a doubt.
It is an exciting time right now in the WWE. And NXT has become the brand on the WWE Network. And with that in mind, I think it is time, once again, for NXT to take over. In 3 weeks, on Thursday, September 11th, live, right here, Full Sail University in the NXT Arena, NXT will take over the WWE Network with a 2-hour live special unlike anything you have ever seen before. The NXT Championship will be defended. The NXT Women's Championship will be defended. And the winners of the current tag team tournament will face the Ascension. On that night at NXT TakeOver, it will be overseen by the brand new NXT General Manager. That General Manager will be here next week live in person. And for anybody that loves NXT, if you love NXT right now, trust me, when that General Manager gets here, you will know that you have seen nothing yet.
Well, we knew it was going to be big when we saw Triple H. How about it?
It's amazing. Another 2-hour live special on the WWE Network. I cannot wait for this.
NXT is going to take over in 3 weeks from right here at Full Sail University, guys. And we already know that the Ascension will defend the NXT Tag Team titles, and the NXT Women's Championship will be defended at TakeOver.
What you got to do is make your plans now. Call your friends, call your loved ones, because history will be made once again
And
September 11th.
Keep in mind, it's all going to be overseen by the new GM. We're going to find out who that is
next week. Now, welcome to NXT This Week with Byron Saxon, Renee Young. I'm Tom Phillips. We want to shift our attention to what happened last week in our main event. It was Adrian Neville versus Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze, the #1 contender for the NXT Championship, finally asking for his match, and then Tyson Kidd interfering in that match. Adrian Neville versus Tyler Breeze. Well, the match ended in absolute chaos,
It did.
and it was earlier today that we caught up with Tyler Breeze, who called out Tyson Kidd.
Tyler, you're obviously upset that your championship match was interrupted last week by
Yeah,
Tyson
I'm a
Kidd.
little upset, Devin, okay? And it's a little obvious because wouldn't you? Wouldn't you be if you worked so hard to become #1 contender and Tyson Kidd decides that he wants to ruin your chance to become the most gorgeous champion in NXT history? That doesn't sit well with me. And Tyson Kidd is about to find out why Prince Pretty is not just a pretty face.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing 195 pounds, Tyson Kidd.
Well, Byron, you gotta wonder if Tyson Kidd caught wind of what Tyler Breeze said. Breeze said that, quote, Tyson Kidd messed up my title opportunity, and that he's gonna get his revenge right now here on NXT.
You think Tyson cares? I mean, look what this man has been through. The adversity, people digging into his personal life. Tyson is charging ahead and keeping his name relevant. I respect that.
I kind of have an idea that Tyson Kidd actually cares quite a bit about what's going on around here.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I do. I had a chance to sit down and talk to him
'cause you're-
one-on-one, did you?
Yeah, because you're sticking his nose in his business. You have no right to do that.
Journalistic integrity.
And his opponent in his seasonal residence in Santorini, Greece, weighing 205 pounds, Tyler Breeze.
Well, we saw moments ago how Tyler Breeze is taking the events of last week. Tyler Breeze, it was 3 months in the making, of 3 months of plotting and scheming and planning for Tyler Breeze to finally have his NXT Championship match thwarted by Tyson Kidd.
It's like waiting for all these months for Christmas morning to arrive to get that huge present sitting behind the tree, and just before you can open it up, a neighbor slides into your house and steals it, and you never see it again.
What neighborhood did you grow up in?
Aren't you a little bit surprised that Tyler Breeze even has the time to plot those things? He's a very busy man. He's a bona fide superstar. He's a top recording artist. How does he even have time?
He's also a competitive athlete who understands not only does he want to win, he needs to win.
Well, guys, it was a chaotic setting out here at ringside. It was Tyson Kidd who actually came out here to commentary, stood on the announce desk, and then ran down in the middle of the match, got involved. Adrian Neville took action against Tyson Kidd, and then everything spilled over as Tyson Kidd got the match thrown out, basically.
Kidd and Breeze want to get this going.
You got two men here whose emotions have been invested in the NXT Championship and all the heartbreak that comes with it.
Now, Tyson Kidd challenging multiple times for the NXT Championship at the last time NXT took over back in May. And look at Tyler Breeze go.
Look at Breeze here. You think Breeze is a little upset?
And now Tyson Kidd teeing off on the gorgeous one in the corner.
Think about how frustrated Tyson Kidd's been for weeks. I mean, he's been his own worst enemy. He gets in his own head. He's worrying about what everyone else is doing. He's worrying about what his wife is doing. He's been his own worst enemy.
His own worst enemy?
Yes.
Look, I'm sorry if Tyson has pride in himself.
Look at the anger in Tyson Kidd.
Tyson Kidd off the suplex, now looking to take control here against Tyler Breeze.
As an athlete, you can't wear that on your sleeve.
You'd be angry too if people are trying to pry into your personal life, trying to stir the pot all the time when you live and breathe this industry every day of your life.
I'm not saying he shouldn't be angry. I'm just saying I can see that he's angry. That's the problem.
Tyson Kidd picking things up, drop kick to the side of the head.
He signed up to be a star here.
Well, Tyler Breeze became the #1 contender. Whoa, looking for the sharpshooter here on Breeze, and now Breeze rolling outside the ring.
Hey, personally, I think being angry is a good thing for Tyson Kidd.
I hope it does work for him.
What's Breeze doing there?
What's he doing?
I don't need this, Tyson. All right? I don't need this.
What do you mean he doesn't need this?
Where's Tyler Breeze going?
Well, clearly away from the ring. You know, he doesn't need it, Tom. Did you hear it? Hey, a win's a win for Tyson Kidd. Congratulations.
Not exactly the most glorious way to win, but...
Oh, what?
Well, Tyson Kidd's going to take it. Has certainly been struggling over the last few weeks, Byron.
Record stands. Slight asterisk.
You get the little victories to earn the big one. I like this. A little insult to injury.
Tyson Kidd absolutely no remorse for his actions last week.
He looks good.
That vest looks good on him. I'll give him that.
Almost better than Breeze.
Does look good.
Well, Tyson Kidd gets himself back on track here. Obviously, some big issues between Kidd and Breeze. Well, earlier tonight, the Vaudevillains advanced to the finals of the #1 Contenders Tag Team Title Tournament. Tonight, Adam Rose and Sami Zayn face Sin Cara and Kalisto for the final slot. That match still to come in our main event.
Without a doubt, this person is one of the most ingenious and manipulative minds in the history of this business.
I should have known you were a liar when I met you. I should have known you had a secret little double life. I should have known you were the devil flying undercover. I should have known you'd fit the part. I should have known you were a star.
I never just wanted to be one of a crowd. I'd fight a lot of battles that made no sense for me to fight.
If you can't trust someone, you can't be in business with them.
You would never have expected me back in this company.
I should have known you'd fit the part. I should have known you were a star.
The Shield standing tall!
Our chemistry was immediate, but I think what really set us apart is our brotherhood.
Oh my God! Why in the world would Seth Rollins do this?
In this business, timing is everything.
I'm not scared to do what I've done my entire life. Put my head down, throw punches, and move forward.
Everything's at stake. My whole career's at stake.
There can only be one very best, and I'm gonna win that title, and I want it.
He's in my way, so he's gotta go.
Let's see who can get to the top the fastest.
Tyler, just want to get a quick comment from you regarding you walking away from your match and your chance at revenge on Tyson Kidd.
Why is the media making such a big deal out of this? I mean, the issues between me and Tyson Kidd. Me and Tyson Kidd are fine, okay? What I'm focused on is the big announcement next week and the NXT title. So you know what? I'm focused on that, so how about you get away from me, paparazzo?
The following contest is a Divas match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from the Queen City, the NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte.
She looks good here tonight.
Well, some big news in Charlotte's world earlier tonight here on NXT. The COO Triple H announcing that the NXT Women's Championship will be defended live on the WWE Network in 3 weeks at NXT TakeOver. So big news for Charlotte. And also, how about next week? We're going to have a new NXT General Manager announced.
I can't wait to find out who that's going to be.
Triple H also the news about the NXT champion Adrian Neville's future. Who will Neville face at NXT TakeOver?
And her opponent from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
I'll tell you what, man, this Becky Lynch is impressive, but you look at the whole landscape of NXT, and you know, JBL's done a great job as the interim general manager, but you got new talent, new activity, all the announcements you just talked about, Tom, and I can't wait to have a new general manager in here to get a hold of all this stuff going on.
Absolutely, JBL did a decent job, but he just wasn't here enough.
So we're set for Divas action here. Becky Lynch is fired up here on NXT to take on the NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte.
Yeah, the life enthusiast, Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch is exactly the breath of fresh air that this Divas division needs.
Breath of fresh air, what you're implying that Charlotte's not good? Well,
I'm not saying that, I'm just saying we need this fired up girl. She's not here with the frill and the glitz and the glitter. She is here to actually fight and bring that championship back.
She'll have a chance to actually fight against the NXT Women's Champion.
Which is a great place to start.
So already some history between Charlotte and Becky Lynch, who have faced each other several times over the last few weeks.
What was that? It's called headbanging.
Looks like a migraine.
So Becky Lynch ready to go here against Charlotte. Charlotte's had a lot on her mind as of late. Ever since we learned that Bayley is the #1 contender to the NXT Women's Championship.
You know what? Bayley's earned that, without a doubt.
Bayley defeating Sasha Banks a few weeks ago to earn that right.
And we've already seen her pin the Divas champion.
Whoa, shoulders down from Becky Lynch, looking to do just that. Now we're going to counter here into a submission. Going after the left leg of Charlotte, returning the favor from a few weeks ago in a matchup between these two divas.
I like Becky Lynch's gear. It looks good.
This could be hold on.
Charlotte looking to turn things around, shoulders down on Lynch and a kick out.
I was going to say, this could be a huge opportunity for Becky if she learned from the last encounter she had with Charlotte.
Now Charlotte wrapping up the left leg of Becky Lynch here. Charlotte has said over the last few weeks that she believes Bayley should just back off, that Bayley is not in her league. Byron, do you agree? Hold on, shoulders down and a kick out.
Look, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Charlotte sees herself the way she was raised, the way she was prepared for where she is now as a champion. She's been bred for success.
Shoulders down on Charlotte. Becky Lynch looking for the win and another kick out.
And with that status, she is genetically superior. So you ask the question, is she looking past Bayley? Is Bayley good enough? Look, if you're the champion, you're the top of the mountain. Everyone else is second.
That being said, you can never discredit the next woman in line after your championship.
Becky out onto the apron. Charlotte, Charlotte catches a right hand, and Becky Lynch was in control for a moment.
Becky might not know where she is right now.
Bayley's been able to prove over time that she belongs here.
And Byron, every week you come out here and say that Charlotte is genetically superior, and no one doubts you, but do you think that Bayley could not beat Charlotte?
I think Bayley's a great competitor, but Bayley's got to get over being the nice girl.
Sounds to me like you're politicking over there. You think she can't do it?
Doing my job as a journalist.
Figure 4 headlock here applied by Charlotte. Becky Lynch in trouble in the middle of the ring.
You know, just watching the maturation of Charlotte over time. It's like watching a Rolls Royce get a new coat of paint.
Look, I'm a journalist as well, and I'm going to go on record
Well,
right now.
shoulders down. Look at this cover from Becky and a kick out. Managed to counter the figure 4 headlock.
I think that Bayley can win. I'm going to put my money on Bayley.
Good luck. Charlotte again into the cover, and Becky Lynch gets the shoulder up. Another cover here from the women's champion, and another kick out.
Hear those Becky chants?
The NXT Universe here at Full Sail University getting behind Becky Lynch. Oh,
Becky told me she's not here to take part. She's here to take over.
Well, I mean, you can say whatever you want. I'm going to take over. I'm going to dominate. Do it. Ooh, back it up.
She is doing it. She came out here. She's going up against the women's champion.
You're going against women's champion. Now talk to me if you can beat the women's champion.
Well, we'll talk at the end of this match then,
This would be a huge win for Becky Lynch if she can knock off Charlotte.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda. You know who did? The champion, and that's Charlotte.
Into the corner now. Becky Lynch exploding. This is the fire and the passion of Becky Lynch. Oh, leg drop to Charlotte.
There's another bit of a rivalry going on between these two divas. If you've seen it on Twitter using the hashtag.
Hold on, here's the cover. Hook to the leg and a kick out by Charlotte.
The hashtag You Can't Lift With Us, talking about the Delty Diva.
That's Becky. That's
yeah.
Becky.
And the flare guns with Charlotte.
What does it have to do with beating the NXT Women's Champion?
Becky Lynch looking for the suplex. Counter by Charlotte. Oh, man.
Saying they're having a competition outside of just the ring as well.
Well, here's this is the competition that counts.
Now the NXT Women's Champion starting to think how she can put this one away. Face first goes Becky Lynch. Charlotte looking for the win. Hook to the leg. And the NXT Women's Champion gets the job done.
Here's your winner, the NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte.
Hey, here's a hashtag for you. Winner.
All right, you got that one.
Well, let's take one more look at this matchup as Charlotte took on Becky Lynch here. The NXT Women's Champion finds an opening and capitalizes right there, the cutter, to take out Becky Lynch here on NXT.
Byron, you can't deny that Becky did a heck of a job out here today.
She did. And Becky's got a bright future. But right now, the spotlight is on Charlotte.
Well, last week, Bull Dempsey took out his frustrations on his former tag team partner, Mojo Rawley. Tonight, the hype man looks to bounce back. Mojo Rawley is in action next on NXT. Welcome back to NXT.
I am Smack Talker Skywalker, and I got a razor lightsaber for a French hater. Sylvester Lefort, you better fall back like your hairline. So I'm out of my mind. And for you to try to find would be the greatest game of hide and go seek of all time. I'm putting it on the line, Sly. I'm walking the walk, I'm talking the talk, and I'm putting the mohawk against whatever is on your head. An NXT TakeOver, hair versus hair. And if you don't agree
with that, you're S-A-W-F-T.
I want to see this.
With his poor patchy little beard, it looks terrible.
Of course, that's why he's ticked off.
He's got to fix it. It looks ridiculous.
So the challenge officially laid down by Enzo Amore to Sylvester Lefort, a hair versus hair match in 3 weeks at NXT TakeOver live here on the WWE Network.
One of my favorite stipulations ever.
I think Sylvester might have bitten off more than he can chew on this one.
We're going to find out. Well, right now we want to shift our focus to something that went down last week. Tag team action in the first round of the NXT #1 Contenders Tag Team Title Tournament. It was Bull Dempsey teaming up with Mojo Rawley. They fell to the Vaudevillains, and it was after the fact Bull Dempsey took the loss out on Mojo Rawley, adding insult to injury, connecting with the bulldozer to Mojo Rawley.
Well, we called them an odd couple, and we thought maybe they could get past their differences. Clearly not.
I wouldn't want to have either of those guys on my bad side at all,
Well,
especially Bull.
Well, tonight, Mojo Rawley is in action.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Alexandria, Virginia, weighing 272 pounds, Mojo Rawley.
6'4", nearly 300 pounds of 100% height.
Mojo Rawley is fired up, and notice Mojo's not smiling. There's an intensity on Mojo Rawley's face that we don't normally see.
Normally we just see this positive energy coming from him. Yes, he performs in the ring and he's still a brute force, but he has that smile, he has a good energy. Now, that's gone. That's not here tonight.
Well, Mojo embraces moments like this. He loves getting knocked down so he can embark on that journey to get back up and be stronger than...
Already in the ring from Rutherford, New Jersey, weighing 227 pounds, Steve Cutler.
Steve Cutler, a former United States Marine, served 4 years in the mobile infantry, 14 months total on 2 tours in Afghanistan, set to go one-on-one here with Mojo Rawley.
He's a man who's seen some things, he's experienced some things, and he plans on using that in the ring.
Mojo Rawley, look at this. Mojo backing Cutler right into the corner.
He didn't give him any room off the top.
I talked to Mojo Rawley earlier this week. He said, quote, "This is my game day side. Don't take this smile as a weakness. This is what happens when the animal comes out."
And of course, game day means a lot from somebody like Mojo Rawley, who's played in the NFL.
Mojo into the cover, hook to the leg, and a kick out. This is a brand new side of Mojo Rawley. Byron, you think he's seeing Bull Dempsey, not necessarily Steve Cutler?
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, I wondered how much that hype meter took a hit after he was laid out by Bull.
Oh, Cutler with a clothesline, looking to take down Mojo and a kick out before one.
Once again, it's the resolve of Mojo Rawley that's going to be tested here tonight.
Well, guys, it was Bull Dempsey who approached Mojo Rawley to be his tag team partner, and then when things went south, Bull Dempsey took it out on Mojo.
I just have the feeling that Bull Dempsey is more of a lone wolf. He needs to do things on his own terms. He doesn't want to negotiate with a partner.
Hey, Bull Dempsey wants to win. They didn't win,
He doesn't.
so he moved on. It's like breaking up with a girlfriend.
If you're out here and you don't want to win, then get out of here. Go home.
Mojo Rawley, look at it. The eyes of Mojo Rawley sighting in on Cutler. Into the corner, 300 pounds coming down on Cutler. Mojo Rawley picking things up again. Mojo, there's that vertical leap.
I think that's the beginning of the end.
The athletic freak picking up speed, and there we go, hyper drive into the chest of Steve Cutler and Mojo Rawley. Very impressive tonight.
I'm sure that was a direct message to Bull Dempsey.
Your winner, Mojo Rawley.
All positivity aside, at the end of the day, Mojo Rawley's a competitor.
Byron, what do you think Bull Dempsey's got to be thinking if he's watching Mojo Rawley right now?
You gotta be thinking you lit a fire under someone you thought was gonna be an afterthought.
Yeah, you know what's positive is a win in that category.
A different Mojo Rawley.
That's right, I stay hype. But last week, I didn't keep my head on a swivel, and Bull Dempsey let me up. But I'm still standing here, Bull. I'm still standing here, and I'll take everything you got and keep going because I can't stop. You think all I am is a smile? Well, the smile is gone. And you're about to find out exactly what staying hyped is about.
We know what happens when people lose their smiles around here.
I think we're going to see another layer of Mojo Rawley that we never thought existed.
Mojo Rawley sending a direct message to Bull Dempsey tonight. Well, up next, who will meet the Vaudevillains in the tournament finals? Sin Cara and Kalisto will battle Sami Zayn and Adam Rose. Our main event is next, right here on the WWE Network.
Now that's creepy.
Did you hear that? There's something out there.
What is that thing?
Leprechaun.
It's coming!
Run.
The following is a semifinals match for the NXT Tag Team Championship Tournament. Introducing first from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing 170 pounds, Kalisto, and his partner, weighing 200 pounds, Sin Cara.
Sin Cara and Kalisto defeated the team of Wesley Blake and Buddy Murphy last week to advance here to the second round, and a lot of people in the NXT universe believe that this could be the team that could challenge the Ascension.
The Ascension better keep their eyes peeled on these two.
It's hard to argue with that point. Look, these guys got tricks, man. They bring so much to the table. And the biggest thing is unpredictability. From every direction they attack, and you never know what to expect next.
And don't forget Triple H's announcement from earlier tonight. The winners of this tournament will face the Ascension for the titles in 3 weeks at NXT TakeOver.
Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing 200 pounds, Sami Zayn.
So Sami Zayn and Adam Rose defeated the team of Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel 2 weeks ago in round one. And guys, an impressive team between Zayn and Rose.
It's an interesting pairing, no question. I'm excited to see what they do tonight.
Yeah, I said it before, it all comes down to the esteem, the importance of the NXT Tag Team Championship. Friend or foe, you have championship desire in common.
Sami Zayn's always dangerous, guys. No matter what championship Sami Zayn, his obsession lies on. Sami Zayn is always one to watch in an NXT ring.
Ah, here we go.
This is my kind of party. Except for that damn bunny.
Why do you dislike the bunny?
I hate that thing. Look at its weird face. It looks sad or something.
Oh, come on, put your hands up, guys. Well, now, don't you take those Zumba classes or something?
What am I, no, of course I don't take Zumba.
And his partner from Lushike Island, weighing 220 pounds, Adam Rose.
Well, talk about the X Factor in this match. Adam Rose and the Exotic Express here on NXT.
Hey, some people meditate to get ready for a match. Adam Rose parties, indulges in lollipops. He gets in the zone.
That sounds like a way better way to get ready for a match to me. Granted, I have no idea what it takes to get ready for a match, but that looks like fun.
Well, the party animal Adam Rose and Sami Zayn first teamed up because of a rivalry with Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel. I don't believe Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel gave Adam Rose and Sami Zayn a real chance, but Zayn and Rose outlasted Kidd and Gabriel.
Byron's really into this music right now.
I like it.
Like a really aggressive, like
it's good hip thrusting music.
It's like all in your core.
Please
I don't understand the way you
thrust your hips
dance.
within like a 3-foot radius of me.
What?
Don't thrust your hips around me.
So this tonight, our main event here on NXT, second round action here in the #1 Contenders Tag Team Title Tournament as Kalisto and Sin Cara to square off against Adam Rose and Sami Zayn. This is Adam Rose to get things started against Kalisto here in this match. As we mentioned, in 3 weeks at NXT TakeOver, live on the WWE Network, the winner of this tournament will face the Ascension for the NXT Tag Team titles.
We're going to talk about a contrast of styles in this match. I mean, Adam Rose is an unorthodox offense all to its own, and then you got Kalisto. It's like the human pinball.
Well, a huge announcement coming from the COO, Triple H, earlier tonight, creating that big matchup we'll see at NXT TakeOver. Renee, do you think one of these two teams perhaps could challenge the Ascension?
You can't deny the fact that Sin Cara and Kalisto have been on such a roll. So for me, they're who I'm keeping my eye on right now.
Whoa!
But it's so unpredictable to see Adam Rose and Sami Zayn put together. Like you said, I mean, they're both such amazing performers. It could just gel for them.
Sami Zayn off the tag from Adam Rose. Sami Zayn always a favorite here at the NXT arena.
Now, as someone who's wrestled all over the world, you think that he would be able to adapt to the style of Sin Cara and Kalisto?
Oh, we're going to find out.
This should be interesting here. Sin Cara one-on-one with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn and Adam Rose first cross paths back at the first NXT TakeOver in May of this year. Adam Rose got to dance with Sami Zayn a little bit ever since. They've worked very well together.
I was really surprised to see Sami Zayn dance off with the Rosebuds. Good dancer, though.
Well, you better forget about the Rosebuds and dancing and focus on the task at hand.
Sin Cara, whoa, diving through.
Yeah, why are you being such a party
Watch
pooper?
out. Sin Cara, whoa, catching Sami Zayn and down off the apron. Sami Zayn
looking a little rattled.
How about that? You don't see Sami Zayn rattled very often.
Oh, wait a minute. The Luchadors looking to fly
Here we
here.
go.
Whoa! Sin Cara and
Whoa.
Kalisto.
Are they taunting him?
It's all mind games, Renee.
Who will qualify in the #1 Contenders Tournament Finals? This match continues on NXT.
They are global entertainers, professionally trained athletes, WWE superstars. But they are not invincible. They take real risks and endure unimaginable pain. Broken bones, torn muscles, dislocations, separations. Be smart, be safe. Don't try this at home.
Welcome back here to NXT. Kalisto and Sin Cara up against the team of, shoulders down and a kick out, Adam Rose and Sami Zayn up against the Luchadors here. And the winner of this match will advance to the finals of the NXT #1 Contenders Tag Team Title Tournament.
Look at Kalisto, man. Jeez.
Kalisto off the ropes, looking for the win here, looking to advance against Adam Rose and a kick out.
Kalisto and Sin Cara, they're high flying and they've been on such a roll lately.
Well, earlier tonight, we saw the Vaudevillains advance against Enzo Amore and Colin Cassady. So the Vaudevillains will face one of these two teams in 2 weeks here on NXT. And then the winners will go on to face the Ascension in 3 weeks live on the WWE Network against the Ascension.
Poor Enzo lost part of his beard.
That's right. Enzo Amore challenging Sylvester Lefort to a hair versus hair match at TakeOver. There's the tag.
You think about this tag team title opportunity. If you're the Vaudevillains watching this matchup, think about everything you've got to prepare for. If you've got Kalisto and Sin Cara, you got to prepare for that fast-paced style.
Sami Zayn, Sami into the cover, Kalisto kicks out.
But then if you've got to face the threat of Sami Zayn and Adam Rose, that's a bit of an X factor there because you're not sure how well these two men can gel, the different styles they bring to the table.
Well, we always talk about who could knock off the Ascension. Is it the enigma that is Sami Zayn and Adam Rose, or is it the speed of the Luchadors?
I think whoever does it has to get over the initial fear of Ascension.
You also have to keep in mind that Sami Zayn has been in so many different situations of vying for gold here at NXT, and this is just one other notch that he's looking to accomplish.
Whoa, look at that. Kalisto staying on his feet and trying to wrestle Sami Zayn to the ground. Kalisto ducks under. Whoa!
Whoa, whoa!
What the Kalisto, whoa! Catching Sami Zayn! Kalisto into the cover on Zayn. Zayn kicked out at 2.
Did that just happen?
Look at Zayn's face. Zayn looks stunned.
If that doesn't get the Ascension's attention, I don't know what would.
I told you.
There's the tag scene. Cara back into the match. Great teamwork now.
Look out!
Oh, man!
The human German bomb.
Sin Cara into the cover, hook to the leg. Sami Zayn still in this match.
You want to take a trip inside the House of Tricks? Meet the doormen.
Well, we talked
Sin Cara
about
and Kalisto.
we talked about these two teams possibly facing the Ascension. How about the Vaudevillains, who we saw earlier tonight, advance?
They're just straight up men. They like doing things the old-fashioned way. They like to fight with
Watch
their
out!
fists.
Top rope, looking for the moonsault, came up empty. Sami Zayn, gets caught. Sin Cara, here's the cover. The seasoned veteran cannot put away Sami Zayn.
You see what's going on here? I mean, this could be surprising to some how much dominance Kalisto and Sin Cara are having over Sami Zayn.
Is that perhaps the influence of Sin Cara, the veteran, with the young Kalisto?
I think what you're seeing here.
Kalisto, another cover, shoulders down to advance and a kick out.
No discredit to Adam Rose and Sami Zayn, but you're seeing two men who have teamed.
Oh, backbreaker from Zayn.
Oh, maybe I spoke too soon.
Sami finds his opening, shoulders down on Kalisto, kicking out.
There's something about Sami Zayn. I mean, you get to that point where you think there's nothing left, but he's always got that extra gear to tap into.
That's what I find so amazing about watching Sami Zayn. Every single time, you've never seen him not give 110%. He always brings it no matter what situation he's in, no matter what's on the line.
Now Adam Rose back into the match here. Oh, man! Big shots to the chest of Kalisto in the corner, stomping away on him.
Maybe lighten up with your partying.
Hey, you want to stop a grasshopper from hopping? Stop on it.
This is the more aggressive side of Adam Rose we've seen over the last few weeks. Adam Rose has really had Tyson Kidd's number.
Once you look past the Exotic Express and the parties and the lollipops, you have an accomplished star in Adam Rose. And you're seeing an example of that because Adam Rose, just like everyone else, understands what's ahead with the opportunity around the corner.
This could be a great platform for him to really establish himself in that realm.
Now Adam Rose looking to slow things down against Kalisto, not letting the luchador get any speed or airtime here. Here's the cover again, hook to the leg, and Kalisto's still in this match.
You take away the strength of Kalisto. Kalisto loves to fly, you ground him. He loves to be fast-paced, you slow him down.
Adam Rose, oh man.
Turns out there is a bit of a method to his madness.
Kalisto, Kalisto, what a spine buster from Rose. The cover on Kalisto and a kick out. Somehow Kalisto staying alive in this matchup.
I'm not sure Kalisto's gonna be doing any flying after that.
All of this to advance to the tournament finals in 2 weeks for a chance to face the Ascension at NXT TakeOver.
I think Adam Rose wants to wrap things up now. He's done with this. He's proven
you sure?
that him and Sami Zayn work well together. He wants to do this. He's getting frustrated. Can't blame him.
Sami Zayn, whoa. Slipping free is Kalisto. There's the tag to Sin Cara off the top rope head first. Sin Cara off the ropes into a crossbody.
This is exactly what you don't want if you're Adam Rose or Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn missed on Sin Cara, but sent for a ride. Sin Cara, whoa, springboard back elbow.
Sin Cara's becoming
Sin Cara, this could be it to advance to the finals and a kick out. Broken up by Sami Zayn and a drop kick from Kalisto.
Speaking of Lucha, here we go.
Luchas, Sin Cara spilling Sami Zayn onto the steel clothesline.
Running into a brick wall.
The party animal's been unleashed. Adam Rose, catches one on the side of the head.
Man.
Kalisto calls this Salida del Sol. The legal man, Sin Cara, Adam Rose legal, top rope senton. Sin Cara the cover on Adam Rose. Adam Rose and Sami Zayn have been eliminated.
That's how you make a statement. That's how you tell the world you are ready to make it to the top.
Point proven. Everybody watching this in the back, the Ascension have eyes on Sin Cara and Kalisto. They're moving to the top of the tag division.
There's something special about those two men. Sin Cara and Kalisto. Oh.
Let's take a look back at this semifinal matchup. Who will become the #1 contender to the NXT Tag Team titles? Look at this, Salida del Sol from Kalisto, and then the legal man, Sin Cara, with this huge senton from the top rope, takes out Adam Rose and gets the job done for Sin Cara and Kalisto.
We said you had to slow Kalisto and Sin Cara down, but obviously
Not
easier
today.
said than done.
Not today.
Sin Cara and Kalisto will face the Vaudevillains in 2 weeks in the NXT #1 Contenders Tag Team Title Tournament Finals.